question that's come in on our website, www.mpnow.in. Ashish Kapoor says that his maid wants to buy a house far in the suburbs of Mumbai. She wants to take a home loan for the same. She requires a loan of 2 lakh rupees out of the total property value of 3.5 lakh rupees. Obviously, she is a non-formal worker, doesn't have proof to establish credit history and ITR. However, she has a bank account and a PAN card. He wants to know if any banks or NBFCs give loans to low-income groups. Additionally, do they give home loans or mortgage loans, and is a guarantor required? Now, that's a very, very interesting question, and that's a very, it's that kind of question where you really hope that there is some solution over there for his maid. She's trying to buy a house, build an asset. And I know there are quite a few micro housing finance companies in the market. Will they help her?
Absolutely, Kavita. So I think this is what makes this profession worthwhile. I mean, we talk all the while about fulfilling people's dreams, and you imagine the dream that a maid has to buy her own house. So clearly, the good news is that there are micro housing finance companies out there who will be willing to do this even without the formal proof of income that a maid is obviously not going to have. I mean, some names that you will probably be seeing on your screen, whether it is Magma, AU, MAS, Equitas, MHFC, Aptus, Shubham, India Shelter, Home First. There are quite a few of them, right? The other good news is that a lot of them have schemes whereby the employer whose credit is good, if he stands as a guarantor, the maid will be in an easier position to get a loan. Just one word of warning, however, I think the key issue in this segment really is the legality of the house that you are buying. So I don't know which city this is in, but you can't really think of a legal house. Forget a legal house. I can't even think of an illegal house that you can buy for 3.5 lakhs in Bombay. So this obviously is not a query from Bombay. But typically the issue that comes is that how legal is the house
sadly,
that you are buying?
Harsh, the question is from Mumbai. Ashish Kapoor does live in Mumbai.
Oh.
And his maid is in fact looking for a home in the suburbs of Mumbai. But also tell me this. Now, you said that, a lot of these companies would be glad to lend if the employer is willing to stand guarantor. Now, what does that essentially entail? And I think that is something that, Ashish is probably also wanting to know about. Because if he's written and asked you this question, he probably wants to help her along a little as well.
So, being a guarantor is as good as taking the loan yourself and giving it to her. So, just remember that the only advantage is by doing it through this route, if you give her the loan yourself, then getting repayment, etc. becomes an hassle. Here, there is a clear relationship between the housing finance company and the maid, and they will follow up with her for the repayment. There is more responsibility to make the payment on time, and it is not linked to her contractual relationship with you. So I think that is the good point. But please be, please be aware.
What is the fallout? What is the fallout?
The fallout is if she defaults, you will have to pay that loan. So very clearly the fallout can be quite serious. So do this only if you are wanting to help her and really are sure that she will be able to repay that loan.
Having said that, Ashish, I can tell you one thing. I have been speaking to the management of these companies for quite a few years, and I can tell you this, that all these companies will typically tell you that their NPAs are among the lowest in the business. In fact, most of them report 0 NPAs from this particular section of society because they take their loans, they take their liabilities very, very, very seriously, and they want to finish it as soon as possible. Right? With that, let's move on.
I think the defaults are really meant for the large borrowers, the famous borrowers all of us know about.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.